Theresa, good morning. Tell us a little bit about the sheep and the wool. Edie actually became the beautiful wool that we got to use that Erin was able to do the test knit for the Highland Home Vest. Can you tell us a little bit about Edie so we can get to know her and also about her fleece?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm speaking for Edie now. I know she's thrilled to be the star of the Highland Home Vest, but Edie is a white Romney ewe. We raise Romneys here in Durham, New Hampshire, and Romneys are considered a long wool breed. So for people that have knit with farm yarn and Romney yarn, that's a popular choice. It has a lot of luster, it has a lovely feel, and as you see in that Highland Home Vest, it's really great for stitch definition. Yes. So Edie is here with me. Let's see where she is. She is over by the door now, but you can see we have a bunch of sheep here. Some are white and some are different colors. Some have been shorn and some have not. So we just had the shearer come through a couple of weeks ago and he got about half the flock done for us. And that those fleeces were the right length for the mill. Mm-hmm. So we're really fortunate to work with Amy and Jim Grant at Good Karma Spinning, and we think they do just such beautiful work with our fiber.
I can attest.
Oh, thank you. I think they are magicians. Jim and Amy are magicians, and they take which are fleeces that we're proud of and we think they're beautiful, but they keep that real integrity behind those fleeces intact in that skein. So I think what you see when you're knitting with it is just healthy animals, raised under great management conditions, and it's really reflected in the yarn that comes out the other end. Mm-hmm. So we're grateful to them. So Romneys, like I said, are a long wool breed. They grow about 1/2 inch of fleece a month. So we shear twice a year because the mill needs about 2.5 to 3 inches. Mm-hmm. So we're lucky in that we have a flock here where we get 2 crops a year. Mm-hmm. So our interest really is in not only in Romney fleeces and Romney breed character, but it's also in production. And so having a breed that enables us to get 2 crops a year is really beneficial for a small flock this size. And we really like all the natural colors that Romneys come in. So you can see that, they have black and gray and brown. And for Romneys, that black fleece tends to fade over time to different shades of gray. And so that brings out that beautiful charcoal and pewter and kind of, in the end, almost silver color yarn that's so beautiful. And I think the natural colors really, they speak to me as a knitter and as a shepherd, but I think they just lend themselves to so many different types of garments and patterns and other things. They also, Romney fleece also dyes beautifully. So we do have, the white here that will naturally dye with some stuff from the garden, but the grays dye beautifully too. So over dyeing those grays is really another great thing that you can do with this Romney yarn.
Yeah, I just love your yarn, all of it.
Oh, and thank you.
The texture, the cable, it's just...
Yes, I think Romneys really show that stitch definition really well, and that natural luster is in there. Silky. And that natural luster is something that the Romney fleeces have, and that we strive to keep in there. And then, as I said, Jim and Amy do a great job keeping that all the way through the production process.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just beautiful. I wish you all could be here and feel them. They are just as soft as the wool, and their personalities are just delightful.
They all have personalities. And Edie, which is the fleece that you used for the Highland Home Vest for the first test knit there, has a really strong personality.
Tell us about it.
Yes, yeah, and she was born here in 2015, and she just came into the world with a really strong sense of self. And often we see that with lambs. We can tell pretty quickly after their birth their personality, and she was one that came into this world with a sense of she owns this world, really. And she went in and had 2 years of a great show seasons with my son, so she was shown as a lamb and as a yearling and did well there, and I think thrived in that environment. She was the concierge of every sheep show barn she was ever in. She's spent all time at the gate waiting for people to come up and admire her and talk to her and give her a pat on the head. So she is a ewe that really, I think, enjoys being in the spotlight. And so I think she's the perfect choice for this beautiful pattern.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and Erin just did a beautiful job.
She did, yeah, Erin
knitting
did a
it.
great job.
So, and I know she really would love to be here too. Silly work.
Right, well, she can come back.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So, thank you so much. Anything else that we can add? I know that there is the New Hampshire Wool Festival
Sheep and
coming
Wool
up
Festival,
in May.
yeah. Mother's Day weekend.
Mother's Day weekend. So that is May 10th.
May 11th and 12th.
May 11th and 12th.
Deerfield, New Hampshire
Yep.
Fairgrounds. Probably over 100 vendors, barns and barns filled with fiber and fiber-related things. We'll be in the sheep show barn. It's called the Breed Display Barn with other shepherds, where people have a chance to come and see our sheep as well as different breeds. We'll have yarn for sale there too. There's all kinds of activities over that weekend. There is a youth sheep show on Saturday morning. So, come out and support the future of our fiber production here in New Hampshire. And then there's all kinds of things. There's a skeiing contest, there's a fleece contest, there's educational workshops. So if you're someone who is interested in raising sheep, or I think all of us learn from each other all the time. Lots of
Absolutely.
great information shared there. Sheepdog trials and all kinds of things. So it's a great weekend, and I think this is the 46th year. So it's one of the older fiber festivals in the country, and it's a lovely scale. It's nice and spread out. There's not millions of people. I've heard from customers over the years that they just love not only the variety of vendors, but also just the chance to take it at your own pace without that kind of big festival jam-packed crowd. So I think that's a nice part of that fairground too.
I know I'm definitely going to be looking forward to coming, and it's such a gift to be able to come and, actually meet. Hello, yes.
That's little lamb.
It's just a gift to come and meet the sheep in person that brings us the beautiful fiber.
She
and
says,
I think
I will be the next, maybe I can be the next best pattern.
I
don't
think
know.
so, and I think with just every stitch that we knit, I really appreciate, the gift that we are given when people like you take such good care to shepherd the sheep and bring us beautiful wool. Yes, I'm talking about you over there.
Yeah. That's Lonnie, yep.
Yeah.
Well, this side of that whole fiber thing we love to do, and we love to share it with other people. And I think this working landscape of small scale farming is really important in New England, and especially in northern New England. And so it's something that we feel very privileged to continue. And certainly fleece and shepherding and fiber mills and fiber production have a long history in this part of the country. And I do believe through like Northern New England Fiber Shed and Southern New England Fiber Shed, there is a resurgence in promoting that infrastructure. And we're really happy that that's happening because we think it's important.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your time and for inviting us to see the farm and your home and to meet all of these beautiful characters. And I know I have had just the best morning. Even though it's rainy, it's really sunny in here.
Yeah, I think it's this gray light that we
Yeah.
stuck with.
Yeah.
You can come back down, Edie.
All right.